What if I told you that a knife costing less than $200 can outcut, outsurvive, and flat out embarrass a blade that costs over $1,000? Sound impossible? Sound like clickbait? Well, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to see the actual proof, and you might never look at expensive knives the same way again. Number 10, Schrade SCHF 37 Frontier. Kicking off our list at number 10 is the Schrade SCHF 37 Frontier. And do not let the low price tag fool you for a single second. This beast of a knife comes in at around $35, making it the most affordable entry on this entire list. And yet it punches so far above its weight class that it almost feels illegal. The SCHF 37 features a massive 5.4-inch drop point blade made from 1075 high carbon steel, which is the same type of steel that blacksmiths have been forging tough working knives from for over a century. High carbon steel holds a razor edge longer than most stainless options at this price. And when it does dull, you can bring it back with a basic field sharpener in about 60 seconds flat. The handle is built from TP rubber, textured, grippy, and designed to stay locked in your hand, even when things get wet, muddy, or cold. The full tang construction means the blade steel runs the entire length of the handle. So when you're battening through hardwood logs or prying open a stuck door, this knife is not going to snap on you. It comes with a genuine leather sheath that feels premium way beyond the price point. The spine is thick enough to strike a ferro rod and throw sparks like a flint, which means this single knife replaces your fire starter, your camp knife, and your survival blade all at once. Field testers have used the SCHF 37 to dress wild game, process firewood, build primitive shelters, and slice food for weeks at a time, and it kept coming back for more. Yes, the blade needs occasional oiling to prevent rust because of the carbon steel, but that is a 2-minute maintenance habit that gives you an incredibly tough and capable blade in return. At $35, the Schrade SCHF 37 Frontier is a definition of over-delivery, and that is exactly why it earns its spot on this list as the perfect entry point into the world of serious big-budget knives. Number 9, Cold Steel GI Tanto. Coming in at number 9 is the Cold Steel GI Tanto, a knife that looks like it was designed on a battlefield and built to survive one. Cold Steel has been making some of the toughest blades on the planet since 1980, and the GI Tanto is one of their most iconic budget offerings. At around $50, you're getting a 7.5-inch Tanto blade made from SK5 high carbon steel. And if you know anything about Tanto geometry, you know that this blade style was engineered specifically for maximum tip strength, where a typical drop point knife will chip or break at the tip under heavy lateral stress. The Tanto's reinforced angular tip is virtually indestructible. The handle is a military-grade Crayex material, a textured polymer that is grippy in any condition and virtually indestructible. This is a big, heavy, full tang knife that feels serious the moment you pick it up. The blade geometry is perfect for piercing thick materials, chopping through brush, and heavy-duty camp tasks. Cold Steel put this through their legendary tough test, driving the blade through car hoods, driving it into a log with mallet, and bending it to extreme angles. And the GI Tanto kept going without a fracture. The SK5 steel takes and holds a very sharp edge and responds beautifully to sharpening, even in field conditions. The included CORX sheath is lightweight and secure, with a snap that keeps the blade retained even during aggressive movement. Survivalists and military enthusiasts have praised the GI Tanto for decades because it delivers real, brutal capability at a fraction of the price of comparable tactical knives. Number 8, Condor Tool and Knife Hudson Bay. At number 8, we have something truly special, the Condor Tool and Knife Hudson Bay. Condor is a company that does not cut corners, and this knife is the proof. Inspired by the classic Hudson Bay trade knives used by fur traders, explorers, and frontiersmen in North America for hundreds of years, this modern version takes that legendary heritage and upgrades it with precision manufacturing and premium materials. The blade is 5.25 inches of 1075 high carbon steel, convex ground to a fine edge that slices the materials with a kind of effortless efficiency that makes experienced knife users stop and smile. The handle is made from genuine American walnut, and we are not talking about cheap with veneer slapped on plastic. This is real, solid, beautiful hardwood that is contoured perfectly for a natural, comfortable grip during extended use. The brass bolster adds weight to the front of the handle, improving balance and giving the knife a premium heft that feels completely different from polymer-handled knives at this price range. Condor hand finishes each knife at their workshop in El Salvador, where skilled craftsmen have been making quality blades for generations. The thick convex grind means this knife performs brilliantly for woodworking, carving, food prep, and all-day camp tasks without fatiguing your wrist. The leather sheath is hand-stitched, deep and secure, the kind of sheath that gets better with age as the leather molds to your blade. Bushcrafters absolutely love the Hudson Bay because it strikes the perfect balance between a working tool and a piece of craftsmanship worth passing down. At around $80, you're not just buying a knife. You are buying connection to centuries of frontier tradition backed by modern quality control and real-world performance. The Condor Hudson Bay is a knife that will outlast you if you take care of it, and it earns every bit of its place at number 8 on this list. Number 7. Condor BK7 Combat Utility. Number 7 is a knife that has developed a cult following among military veterans, law enforcement, and serious outdoor enthusiasts. The Condor BK7 Combat Utility, designed by Ethan Becker, one of the most respected knife designers in the world. The BK7 is built around a single philosophy: absolute reliability when your life depends on it. The 7-inch blade is made from 1095 Crovan steel, a proprietary alloy that adds chromium and vanadium to the classic 1095 high carbon formula, giving you improved corrosion resistance, better toughness, and superior edge retention compared to standard carbon steel. This is a blade that was designed to be used hard, abused, and still come back ready for more. The Grivery handle is textured, ergonomic, and absolutely indestructible under normal use. At just under a pound in total weight, the BK7 has a solid, purposeful heft that makes it feel like a real tool rather than a toy. The thick spine, at nearly a quarter inch, is rigid enough for heavy battening through dense hardwood. And the Becker flat grind means you get a blade geometry that works equally well for slicing, chopping, and precision camp tasks. The black powder coat on the blade reduces reflection in the field and adds a layer of corrosion resistance that makes this knife viable in wet, humid environments. The included injection molded sheath holds the knife firmly and features multiple carry options, including belt loop maul attachment and lashing points. Number 6. Ontario Knife Company SP8 Machete. At number 6, we step up in size with the Ontario Knife Company SP8 Machete knife. And when I say step up, I mean this thing is an absolute jungle clearing, brush destroying, camp building machine. Ontario Knife Company has been supplying the United States military with blades since 1889. Over 130 years of making tools that soldiers actually trust in combat and survival situations. The SP8 takes that same military pedigree and delivers it at around $70 to the civilian market. The blade is a full 10 inches of 1075 high carbon steel, thick enough to chop through small trees and flexible enough not to shatter when it bends. What makes the SP8 stand apart from typical machetes is its blade shape, a forward-weighted design that concentrates chopping power at the tip where it matters most. The Croton handle is soft grip, absorbs shock beautifully, and stays comfortable through hours of continuous chopping without creating hot spots on your palm. The full tang extends the entire length of the handle, and the blade thickness ensures that even under lateral stress, this knife is not going anywhere. Ontario finishes the blade with a black non-reflective coating that is both practical in field environments and genuinely looks intimidating. The heavy-duty nylon sheath includes belt loop and leg tie attachments, making it practical for trail carry in multiple configurations. Survivalists working in tropical, jungle, or dense woodland environments consistently rate the SP8 as one of the most effective camp tools available at any price point. It clears trails, builds shelters, processes firewood, and handles self-defense situations with equal effectiveness. When you need raw, unapologetic size and chopping power combined with military-grade construction, all for under $70, the Ontario SP8 Machete at number 6 is the answer you've been looking for, and it is one of the most underrated values on this entire list. Number 5, ESEE Junglas 2. Number 5 is where this list gets truly serious. The ESEE Junglas 2. ESEE, pronounced EEC, stands for Escape, Survive, Evade, and Escape, and the brand was created by military survival instructors who needed knives they could actually trust in life or death situations in the world's most extreme environments. The Junglas 2 has a massive 10.38-inch blade of 1095 high carbon steel, with a blade geometry that was tested and refined in actual jungle survival scenarios. This is not a knife designed for the showroom. It is designed for the field, and every single design decision reflects that. The blade is thick, nearly a quarter inch at the spine, which gives it the strength to handle tasks that would destroy thinner blades. The modified clip point tip is reinforced for piercing, while the belly of the blade has enough curve for efficient slicing. The micarta handle scales are attached with through bolts and feel absolutely rock solid in the hand, with a texture that provides grip even when your hands are wet with blood or rain. ESEE coats the blade with a black powder coat that is tough enough to survive years of jungle humidity without rusting through. At around $175, the Junglas 2 sits near the top of our budget ceiling, and it earns every single cent. ESEE backs every knife with one of the most impressive warranties in the industry. Number 4. Condor Tool and Knife Kukri Machete. Number 4 is an absolute monster in the best possible way. The Condor Tool and Knife Kukri Machete. The Kukri is one of the most historically significant blade designs in human history, used by the legendary Gurkha warriors in Nepal for centuries, and feared on battlefields across the world for its devastating chopping power. Condor has taken that ancient, proven design and built it to modern manufacturing standards at a price that makes it accessible to anyone who wants serious chopping capability without spending serious money. At around $65, the Condor Kukri Machete delivers 11.8 inches of 1075 high carbon steel in the iconic inward curved Kukri profile that generates explosive forward force with every chop. The physics of the Kukri blade design means that the weight is concentrated in the widest, heaviest part of the blade, forward your hand, which creates a pendulum effect that multiplies your chopping power dramatically compared to a straight blade of the same length. Condor hand finishes every blade to a sharp, convex edge that bites into wood, brush, and vegetation with satisfying aggression. The walnut handle is ergonomic and beautiful, with a natural forward flare at the end that prevents the knife from slipping out of your hand during powerful downward chops. The brass bolster adds balance and forward weight, enhancing the Kukri's natural chopping mechanics. The leather sheath is hand-stitched and sturdy, with a traditional Nepalese design that secures the blade safely while making it fast to draw. Users consistently report that the Condor Kukri outchops axes twice its price and performs camp tasks with versatility that surprises people who expect a large blade to be clumsy. It processes firewood faster than almost any other knife on this list, clears dense brush with ease, and handles food prep tasks with the precision of a much smaller blade thanks to its sharp convex grind. The Condor Kukri Machete at number 4 is one of those rare tools that delivers a physical, visceral sense of capability the moment you swing it. And at $65, it is arguably the single best value per inch of steel on this entire list. Number 3, Becker BK9 Combat Bowie. We are in the top 3 now. And number 3 is the legendary Becker BK9 Combat Bowie, a knife so well regarded in the outdoor and survival community that has achieved genuine icon status. Designed by the same Ethan Becker who gave us the BK7 at number 7, the BK9 is the bigger, more aggressive, more capable sibling, and the jump in capability from the BK7 to the BK9 is significant. The 9-inch blade of 1095 Crovan steel is Becker's signature material, giving you that combination of toughness, edge retention, and modest corrosion resistance that makes it perfect for extended field use. The blade is thick, flat ground, and delivers a cutting geometry that works for everything from fine food preparation to splitting logs. At around $100, the BK9 sits at a price point where you start to feel the difference between a working tool and a serious piece of equipment. The Grivery handle is slightly larger than the BK7's, accommodating larger hands and providing better leverage for the 9-inch blade's superior chopping capability. The black powder coat blade reduces reflection and adds protection, while the flat grind means sharpening the field is straightforward even with basic tools. Becker and Kabar put this knife through torture tests that most knives would not survive: bending, prying, battening, and impact tests that left the BK9 ready for more. The injection molded sheath is practical, secure, and configurable for multiple carry positions. But what really puts the BK9 at number 3 is its reputation among the people who actually use it. Search any serious bushcraft or survival community, and you will find thread after thread of experienced outdoors people recommending the BK9 as the single knife They would want they could only take one into the wilderness. It does everything well. Processes game. Number 2, Ontario RTAK 2. Number 2, and this one is going to surprise a lot of people, is the Ontario RTAK 2. RTAK stand for Randall's Adventure and Training Knife, developed in collaboration with Mike Perrin of ESEE. Yes, the same ESEE behind the Junglas 2 at number 5. The RTAK 2 takes everything learned from years of actual jungle survival training in South America's most remote wilderness and builds it into an 11-inch, 1075 high-carbon steel monster that costs around $120. This knife exists because professional survival instructors needed something that could do everything: chop, slice, pierce, batten, and survive days of continuous hard use without cleaning, and nothing available at the time was good enough. So they designed their own. The RTAK 2's blade geometry is unlike any other knife on this list, a broad, slightly recurved design that maximizes slicing efficiency while maintaining the forward weight needed for effective chopping. The high-carbon blade is left in a relatively thin grind that makes it one of the most aggressive slicers of any large knife in this price range. The handle is made from glass-filled nylon with a deep finger groove and full hand grip that makes it feel completely planted even during the most aggressive chopping. The entire knife weighs just under 15 ounces, impressively light for an 11-inch blade, which means you can carry it all day without fatigue. Ontario ships the RTAK 2 with a heavy-duty ballistic nylon sheath with a Kydex insert for blade retention, one of the most functional sheaths on this entire list. In documented jungle survival training, the RTAK 2 has processed enough firewood to heat camps for days, clear trail sections through dense vegetation, and handle camp cooking for extended groups without the edge giving out. At $120, it competes directly with knives costing 3 and 4 times as much, and in side-by-side field tests, it consistently holds its own. The Ontario RTAK 2 at number 2 is a collaboration between military survival training and precision manufacturing that results in one of the most capable large knives ever made at this price point. Number 1, Cold Steel Trailmaster 01. And here we are, number 1. The knife that earns a top spot on this list. The blade that beats knives costing over $1,000 in real-world performance. The one that every serious knife enthusiast needs to know about. The Cold Steel Trailmaster in 01 tool steel. Let me be very clear about something before I tell you why this knife is number 1. 01 tool steel is not just good knife steel. It is the gold standard for premium custom knife makers. 1 is an oil-hardened tool steel that machinists and craftsmen have used for precision cutting tools for over a century. Custom knife makers charge enormous premiums to use it, and Cold Steel is putting it into a production knife for around $180. That is extraordinary. The 9.5-inch Trail Master Blade is a classic American Bowie design, a profile that has proven itself in the American West for nearly 2 centuries. Cold Steel heat treats the 01 steel to a Rockwell hardness of approximately 59 to 60 HRC, which is harder than most production knives, and means the edge stays sharper for longer under real use conditions. The hollow grind creates a blade geometry that is exceptionally thin behind the edge, giving you slicing performance that surgical knives would envy. The Kraton handle is ergonomic, shock-absorbing, and stays grippy in all conditions, while the full-tang construction ensures this knife will handle any abuse you put through. In comparative testing against knives costing $500, $800, and even over $1,000, including premium American-made custom blades and high-end production knives from Benchmade and Spyderco, the Trailmaster 01 consistently matches or outperforms them in edge retention, slicing ability, and overall toughness.